This is Eugene. He's a single crab who still lives with his mom and dad. But Eugene's tired of living with his parents and he's finally ready to move out to a place on his own. But Eugene doesn't want to live just anywhere. He tells me he wants to live in a quiet neighborhood right by the beach.
Eugene seems like a really cool guy, and I totally get where he's coming from, wanting to move out of his parents' house where it's too crowded. So it's my job to find Eugene a nice, quiet neighborhood to build his dream bachelor pad. That way he can finally start his life as a single crab.
We found a quiet neighborhood to start the build and began to gather supplies. We got some sticks for the walls and foundation, a nice sturdy piece of wood for the roof, and some beautiful river rocks that we're going to be using for something really special. We began our build by marking out the dimensions of the foundation. And then it was time for the building. We needed to make sure that this structure not only held up, but also looked good. We lined up the back of the house with lots of long sticks to give a nice supportive wall. Afterwards, we found two really cool pieces of wood that we were able to use for the side walls. Next up was the grueling challenge of building the front walls and the doorway.
Eugene wasn't quite sure what kind of flooring he wanted, but we knew he would love hardwood.
After a bit of searching, we were able to locate the perfect hardwood floor for this bachelor pad. I carefully inserted the luxury plank and it was a perfect fit. And to wrap up this stage of the project, I completed the front walls and the house was fully enclosed. Now there was only one thing left to complete the structure, the roof. Oh, and remember that perfect piece of wood we found for the roof? Well, now it's time to see if it fits, and it does. And so far this project is coming along nicely.
We decided to line Eugene's walkway with beautiful river rocks. Eugene told me he wanted palm trees in his front yard, so we got him palm trees. Eugene told me he wanted an area outside where he can get together with his friends, so I thought a fire pit would be the perfect option. This stick-style home was a lot of work, but we got it finished. Now let's see if Eugene likes it.
And finally, the moment of truth. I showed Eugene his new home, and he absolutely loved it. He couldn't wait to go inside and check it out. Eugene invited over his parents and his sister, and you can just tell that they were super jealous of Eugene's new home. I guess you can say that this was a success. I'm so stoked that I got to meet Eugene and his family, but I'm even more stoked that they loved the home. And if you loved it too, then be sure to follow for the next ocean video.